Why is it that so many of us are tired? Not physically exhausted, but soul tired. Why do headaches just appear out of nowhere? Why does anxiety seem to hit hardest when life, on the surface, seems perfectly fine? And why do you feel so stuck? Not failing, not exactly winning, just existing. You've tried motivation. You've tried discipline. You've even tried just staying positive. But what if the problem isn't a lack of effort? What if the real enemy is something quieter, something hidden, something you've been avoiding for years? I'm talking about your suppressed emotions. I don't mean the dramatic breakdowns or the obvious meltdowns. I mean the unspoken anger, the uncried tears, the sadness you told yourself to just get over, the fear you dismissed as a weakness. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on this. Because what you don't feel doesn't just disappear. It relocates. Think about it. Your body is a living archive. It remembers every single moment you stayed silent when you really wanted to scream. Every time you forced a smile to get through the pain. Every time you chose to keep the peace instead of speaking your truth. That anger you never expressed, it doesn't vanish. It tightens your jaw. It locks up your shoulders. It pounds behind your eyes. Those random headaches you get, they're often just pressure with nowhere else to go. That persistent neck pain, that tension in your lower back, that constant discomfort in your stomach. Your body is literally holding on to emotional weight. Sadness, when it's ignored, becomes fatigue. And I'm not talking about the "I need more sleep" kind of tired. This is a life feels heavy kind of tired. You wake up already exhausted because your nervous system never truly rests. It's always on guard, holding back the emotions you refuse to face. Even your immune system can suffer because emotional suppression keeps your body stuck in a state of survival mode. Your pain isn't a punishment. It's a form of communication. And when you refuse to listen, the message just gets louder and louder. Now let's talk about the mind. Your brain has one primary job: to keep you alive. When you suppress your emotions, your brain interprets that as a signal of danger. So what does it do? It stays on high alert. It starts overthinking, replaying conversations, second-guessing every move you make. That anxiety you feel isn't always about the future. Very often, it's just unresolved emotions from your past, knocking on the door of your present. You feel restless, on edge, like something bad is about to happen, even when everything is calm. What's really happening is a buildup of internal pressure. Suppressed emotions create a constant mental noise, and that noise eventually turns into self-doubt. You start to question your decisions. You downplay your own abilities. You find yourself hesitating even when you know you're capable. Why? Because genuine confidence can't survive in an environment of emotional dishonesty. You feel stuck because a part of your mind is frozen in time, protecting emotions you never allowed yourself to fully feel. Many of us were taught to be strong, to just move on, toughen up, don't complain. So we learned how to numb ourselves. But numbness isn't strength. It's just delayed pain. When you suppress your difficult emotions for long enough, you accidentally start to suppress the good ones, too. It's not just the pain that fades, it's everything. Music doesn't hit you the same way. Your goals start to feel empty. Even achieving success can feel hollow. You're functioning, sure, but you feel completely disconnected. This is how burnout happens even when you're not overworked. This is how people lose their passion even when they have every opportunity in front of them. Strength without emotional truth is just a form of self-betrayal. And this has a huge impact on your creativity and sense of purpose. Creativity requires freedom, but suppressed emotions create a state of internal control. You start to censor your thoughts. You limit your self-expression. You play it safe. Your passion begins to fade because passion is emotional energy, and that energy can't flow if it's being blocked. Your purpose in life feels unclear, not because you lack direction, but because you've become disconnected from your own inner voice. That voice has become quiet because you trained it to be silent. And when you don't listen to yourself, you eventually lose yourself. Of course, suppressed emotions don't just stay personal. They leak into your relationships. You might find yourself becoming distant, defensive, or easily irritated with the people you love. It's not because you don't care, it's because you're internally overwhelmed. You crave connection, but allowing yourself to be vulnerable feels far too dangerous. So you keep people at arm's length. But true intimacy requires emotional presence, and presence requires honesty. You can't fully connect with others when you're fundamentally disconnected from yourself. So, where do you go from here? The turning point, the beginning of healing, doesn't start with trying to fix anything. It begins with simply noticing, not judging your emotions, not trying to explain them away, just allowing them to exist. Feeling anger doesn't make you a bad person. Feeling sadness doesn't make you weak. And feeling fear doesn't mean you're broken. It just means you're human. The moment you stop fighting your own emotions, your nervous system can begin to calm down. Your mind starts to clear. Your body can finally soften. Remember, expression is release. Suppression is pressure. So I want to leave you with a question that could change everything. Ask yourself, honestly, what emotion have I been avoiding? What truth have I been silencing? What is my body trying to tell me right now? You don't need to heal everything today. You just need to stop running. Because the moment you truly start to listen to yourself, the sabotage ends. And that is when the real healing begins. If this resonated with you, please know you're not alone. Taking that first step to listen inward can be challenging, but it's worth it. If you're struggling, reaching out to a mental health professional can provide a safe space to explore these feelings. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.